Real leaders must be ready to sacrifice all for the freedom of their people. Is this the case in Nigeria? Good morning to you, our esteemed viewers, and welcome to another interesting edition of the now streaming program reaching you from the Advent Cable Network Nigeria, ACNNTV. Now streaming is your favorite morning show where we discuss trending news and topics that affect us. I am Smart Simon, your uncle. Just joining us, this is still the now streaming show. Frey Hampton once said, "You can kill a revolutionary, but you can never kill the revolution." Is the revolution still on? Did the NSAS movement achieve its aim? We will still find that out in the course of our discussion. Remember, you can be part of the discussion by calling the number on your screen or via commenting on our various social media handle. All right, let's go straight to the discussion segment where we will be treating the topic NSAS 3rd Anniversary Remembrance Day. With me in the studio are Mr. Paul Smith Obasi, the African Democratic Congress FCT senatorial candidate, also an active participant of the NSAS movement, and Honorable Chris George, APC chieftain. You're welcome. He's just joining us now. Thank you so much for coming to the studio.
Thank you, sir.
Now we're discussing some very fundamental issues. It's good that you are here today because we needed to hear from APC as well. So we welcome you. We want to take a few look at some of the trending stories which we were looking at before we went on a short break, and then want to take. We were looking at the issue of fuel scarcity. So I want to hear your own point of view, or that is fuel scarcity. Even though your party has gone ahead to remove the subsidy, and we are still buying 625, but there is still scarcity here and there. So something is definitely fundamentally wrong with the decision, because it has not solved any problem. So what is your take on this? What is your party not doing well?
I thank you, my brother. I think I don't think my party is not doing well. You wouldn't expect me to come and criticize my party. When it comes to a party matter, we go indoors to discuss about things bothering the nation and the party. So if there is anything wrong, I think that as a politician I will want to discuss it personally indoors with my people, not coming out openly to discuss issues bothering my party and the nation. And when you talk of fuel scarcity on the based on the fuel subsidy removal, you should know that the same party, the APC, for 8 years of President Muhammad Buhari as a president of Nigeria, there was no day the country talked about fuel scarcity. For 8 years, I remember before the 8 years of President Buhari, we used to talk of fuel scarcity. Despite during the President Buhari's time, the price of the DMS was a little bit high, but that does not mean there was fuel scarcity. I go to the fuel station.
Did you just return to this country?
No.
You have been in this country?
Yes,
we queue all the time.
No.
In the last administration, we queue. I queue to buy fuel.
I will totally disagree with you.
Okay.
The reason is why I will totally disagree with you is that I think maybe the first year of Buhari, after about 6 months, we had a little bit of work queue and all those things like that. And I remember that period I was on my way to Lagos when we had a fuel queue. But after that time, even before that time, there was no. It was just a little time that we had of that fuel. I'm coming, sir. We had of that fuel scarcity. But after a while, the thing was open. I have not heard of fuel scarcity after that time again. Maybe this time around, because of maybe the subsidy removal, some petrol stations decided to, maybe they want to sell their fuel price high and all those things above the government price. I'm not saying that the government has done well for taking the fuel price high, because it's also affecting me. Like, I stay in Port Harcourt, you understand? I stay in Port Harcourt. I would say I have seen a fuel queue. For once, I have not. Maybe that time that this thing happened, some filling station was locked and all those things. They wanted to sell their fuel, but they have to keep to the government regulated price, and they sell. Maybe the NNPC was selling exactly the fuel price, and the other ones were selling maybe 6 something, as the case may be. But I have never for one day queue.
Okay. Now, one of the trending stories even this morning is that your administration, the federal government, is saying we are managing to pay salaries, facing enormous challenges. So there are the challenges of fuel, challenges to pay salaries, and then the administration is also saying that they are paying 25,000 to 50 million houses, all of those kind of policies. I don't know where this thing is coming from. But let me hear from the second.
I want to clarify you when you federal government say they are struggling right now to pay salaries. You should know, I am a government worker, and you should know the way things is right now. Not if you ask the president, the whole thing is also affecting him. It's not as if it's just affecting with the masses that.
I don't think it's affecting the president.
It is
because he came from United States. How much did they spend in the United Nations General Assembly?
Let me tell you, the president will not come out to tell you that, oh, this thing is affecting me. Do you think, as a father of the nation, he sees that his children are crying? You understand? You think he will be happy that?
Then you should have reduced the size of his ministers that he has appointed. One of the largest.
The thing is
40. How many? It's close to 50 now, right? The ministers that we have, close to 50.
Listen, I think
he should have reduced the size.
No, let me tell you. I think the president wants to get the best out of his government. So if the president looks at it and said, "Oh, there are places that we are having just one ministry, and I think we need to put someone there. Maybe the workload was so high on that person. We need to divide it so that the workload." If you ask the ministers, maybe they may not want to come out openly to tell you. If they want to come out openly to tell you, they will tell you that even the president, maybe the government is not paying them the way they used to pay them. Their salary or their allowances must have been cut down.
Some of us believe in the cost of governance. Yeah, quickly.
You know, I'm sorry to say this. It's not an attack to your person.
Yeah.
But I really do not like speaking to APC people, because you know why? You people are full of lies. You people are full of deception, and you people are cunning. And that is who you people are. Now, you've made 3 things. You've made 3 statements here. How can you be in this country? You sit down here speaking to Nigerians, telling them that under Buhari, they only queued for fuel in the first year. Do you know that from January last year to January this year, we queued for fuel for 1 year?
That I don't know, because I maybe.
How will you know? Why all you do is to plan to tell lies? How will you know?
Listen, let me
hold on. Let me finish speaking. You spoke. Hold on, please. Hold on.
I stay.
Hold on. Let me speak. You stay where?
I stay.
Wherever you stay is not an excuse.
Let me tell you.
Do you know what you're doing? No, you are insulting. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. You are insulting the Nigerians who have suffered based on the leadership of the incompetence of the party.
No, listen,
and you are here to speak such lies.
I will not.
Number 2, hold on. Number 2, you are here telling us that the president is feeling what we are feeling. Somebody who went to United Nations General Assembly and blew almost $1 million for 3 days, and you are telling us that he's going through what we are going through. Do you know what that means?
No.
Excuse me.
Billions of naira.
Did you see the request that they paid for strippers?
Are you the accountant general?
Did you see the request? It was linked that they requested for money for strippers, $100,000. Hold on, sir.
At the General Assembly.
Excuse me, sir.
It was approved by the president.
Excuse me, sir. To me, was it
approved by the president?
This is not loyalty. This is not loyalty to party. Hold on. This is not loyalty to party.
Yes.
This is the highest form of wickedness and treachery I've seen in my life. This is not loyalty to party. Let me tell you, loyalty to party. Sir, hold on. Loyalty to party is, first of all, being loyal to the values that the party was built upon. I believe that APC as a party had values that it was built upon. And those values that APC was built upon do no longer exist. If those values do not exist, I expect people with morals, people with character, to say no. As a member of this party, we have values why this party was created or what it was built upon. I don't see that values anymore. I will begin to call them out. Doesn't make you an enemy of the party. No, it makes you a builder of party and a builder of nation. What you are doing here, sir, I can clearly tell you what you are doing is cowardice. For you to sit down here and tell Nigerians lies in front of them that they killed for 1 year in the last 1 year for fear. You say under Buhari nothing, and you are telling me that Tinubu is feeling what I'm feeling, and they blew 100,000 of sleepers. That was documented. Come on, sir. You should be a gentleman and stop speaking this way.
No, listen.
Now,
there is nothing to respond about. Let me not speak this way.
Listen, you are a young man, and
you are also a young man.
Thank you.
If you're a young man, then you should hide yourself in shame. You should hide your face in shame that you are supporting these kangaroos. We are turning this nation upside down.
Listen, my brother, listen.
What are you saying?
There are people who shouted more than you.
It's not the function of shout. You might call it shout. I'm telling you the truth.
When they came to discover that,
discover what, sir? Discover what? That you people told us you remove subsidy, and just 2 weeks ago you told us that you did not remove the same subsidy, and you are still buying from 600
Hold on, we have a caller.
What are you saying?
Good morning, everyone.
What are you saying?
My name is Chinyere calling from.
Chinyere, good morning.
I just want to ask a question, and that my question is to Honorable Chris George. Please, is it the same Honorable Chris George that talks to Nigerians via Zoom that we still have in the studio saying all these things?
Okay.
I just want to know. Is it the same man we hold in high esteem, saying the truth to those in power, irrespective of...
That is corn in his pocket. It's not him.
In the studio saying something else? Is he the same man saying Nigerians didn't queue for fuel?
Okay.
Honorable Chris George, have you gone to the market lately? Honorable Chris George, have you gone to our schools? Have you gone to our hospitals lately?
Okay.
We blame APC for everything. If it was PDP that is in power, we will blame PDP.
And we blame them when they were in power.
We blame Labour Party. It's up to APC to stand up and take responsibility and stop shifting blame. It's so unfortunate, Honorable Chris George. I expected more from
It's a shame, not unfortunate. It's a shame.
The way it is. And in all honesty, my heart is broken because I hold you in high esteem. Then, as regards the NSTARS, the video that was played earlier, may the souls of the departed rest in peace.
Amen.
Nigerians will never forget.
Amen.
We can only silence a fraction of us, but we will come out stronger. We will come out better. Sorosoke.
All right, thank you so much. I believe that I should allow Chris to respond before we go to the answers.
Okay, now you see, most of you, thank God she said that she knows me, and I'm a man who said the truth.
Who was? Who used to say the truth? Not anymore.
So just allow him.
I'm coming, my brother. And I'm one man. When I see something is wrong, I will say it. When the president at first removed the fuel subsidy, and then the fuel price went up, I was one of the people who came out to say no, it was completely wrong. That even if the president was to remove the subsidy completely, at least he would have stayed in the office for quite some time, understand the system. But I come to discover that at least the president was part of the system of President Buhari, and he understands how the system was running at that time. I'm coming, sir. When I kicked against those things, but...
Okay.
I think we should not lose sight of the fact that this government was inherited from the former government. And as a result, there were a lot of challenges this country faced in the last 8 years. And it culminated in what we are going through right now. Removing subsidy was one of them. And blaming Honorable John alone won't solve the problem that we have on the table right now. I want us to be realistic. We inherited a lot of problems in the last 8 years. We're just trying to get out of these problems now. And it will take us a long while to get out of this problem we are in. So it's affecting everybody. Everybody is involved in this thing. It's affecting all of us. It's not only Honorable or whoever is there that is affected. Everybody is affected by what is going on right now. And we have to fight this together.
That's it.
If we don't take the courage to fight now, then our generation is a problem. So let us not blame the honorable alone. We are all involved in this. We are part and parcel of what is happening in Nigeria right now.
You are the one that is part of it. I'm not part of
What
it.
is happening right now. We voted Buhari for 8 years. Didn't we? We did. And it's not only Buhari that is responsible for this. Those that ruled before, they were responsible for where we are today.
All right.
But that's the truth.
How is it a truth?
But that is it.
How is
Alright,
it a truth? For 8 years, you are still blaming those. No, you should
Thank you so
you should blame Zik and Tafa Balewa now.
Thank you so much.
You should blame Zik and Tafa Balewa that they are the cause of the problem.
So please quickly make your response because we have to discuss answers now.
Yes, so, like I was against it, but when I come to see the whole thing, the president at that time have his own fault. Knowing the country, how our people, Nigerians, behaved, how we act when it comes, how we react when it comes to issues like that. I feel that the president would have just at least studied the thing. Remember that in President Buhari's government, he was removing the subsidy. He was removing subsidy gradually, and then you find out that people were not feeling it. You could go to the fuel station. Like sometimes I can't go to the fuel station under the Buhari's regime. I can fill my tank for maybe 18,000 naira, and then I leave the place comfortably. I'm happy. So I was already complaining at the time, but when I get used to it, I can fill my tank for 18,000, and then I will leave. Now, when the current present administration, he now removed the subsidy. The next money, fuel stations were already carrying their fuel prices up. And then, if not the regulation of that, the president, maybe by now, would have been buying fuel for maybe 1,000 naira per liter. I think for me, I don't think the president is sleeping or is quiet over how Nigerians are going through all these issues.
Okay.
And for me, I believe they are still looking for a way to
What
resolve
is he
the
doing?
issue.
Want to know what he's doing? Tell us
You
what
can
he's doing.
imagine when the organized labor wants to go on strike. If he was a bad leader, he would have said, "Oh, you people should go because you don't know what we are doing."
Tell us what he's doing. Want to know what he's doing.
Listen, sir,
We have another caller.
you
Just
find
hold your
out
thought. Hello.
find out that the president at that time
Caller.
now called the organized labor
Hello.
and said,
Just hold
"Please
on.
don't go to strike."
Hello. Please go ahead. Speak up.
Okay, my contribution is this. That the honorable there is not telling the truth about the fuel queue. I live in Lagos years back. I'm on transit in Bauchi for today. Amen. So the honorable is saying that throughout the regime of Buhari, that fuel was available. That is lies from the pit of hell.
Okay.
And we pray that this government will change things as they promised to do. Because with these lies, they will not go far.
All right, thank you so much. So quickly round off your.
So what I'm saying is that I think when the organized labor were to go on strike, you see the president immediately called them to order and say, "Please come, let us negotiate. Let's talk. Tell us what you want." And the organized labor on themselves say, "Okay, this is what we want. At least our workers can still be living well. People on the street can still be living well. Just consider this." And then the president at that time told them, "See, this thing we are doing, not as if we understand what Nigerians are actually going through. We are still working things out, and I'm sure, I believe God, that God is going to use them to reduce all these things we have seen today. At a time will be a thing of the past." So it's just for us to put faith together and also bring our own ideas to support the government to see how things will work out and come back normal to Nigerians.
Right.
I believe that.
All right.
Yes, I believe
Thank
it.
you so much. So now we have to move to the answers discussion. This is 3 years. Is today exactly? Is it exactly the memorial of
Of course,
EndSARS?
today is 20th, yes.
Okay, 20th. Now, quickly, you were an active participant.
From day one to the final day.
All right. So between that year and now, 3 years down the line, the police brutality, has it changed? Is it still the same? Because I know recently one assistant commissioner of police was killed in Delta particularly. I also remember that a lady barrister was killed in Lagos by policemen.
In December.
So, December, right?
Yes.
So these things are still on. So what has changed? Do you think that the EndSARS protest actually changed anything?
The EndSARS actually changed few things. It actually showed the government that when young people decide to demand for something, there is no going back. But on the issue of if government has taken time to do something about police brutality, no, they have not. Now, first of all, the idea of policing a nation is to ensure that the lives of the citizens of the nation and the properties of the citizens of the nations are well protected. And if those who are saddled with the responsibility to protect citizens' lives and properties are the ones snatching the lives and taking away and cutting away with the properties, then there is a problem. And if government refuse to address that problem, then that means the government never had the people at heart. Today is a sad day to remember that a government massacred its own people for just demanding to be treated better. These people did not destroy one property. These people did not kill one person. These people did not slap a single soul. From the only time I have been very proud of being in Nigeria was during the EdSARS protest. We moved from street to street. Nobody touched any property. In fact, anywhere we gather and eat, before we leave there, we'll pack all the dirt and all the debris we left behind. We'll pack everything. When our Muslim brothers want to pray, we stood on guard and watched over them pray. When the Christians want to pray, the Muslims stood on guard and watched us. When it rained, we brought raincoat for one another. We looked after one another, and that is what a society should be all about. And these people who did nothing but just to demand to live better, its own government massacred them. Do you know what that means? That is the highest form of wickedness. When your own government that is supposed to protect you and defend you now kill you, there is no defense, there is no hope for you, because anybody can come and maim you and your government will do nothing about it. Every day in this country we record Nigerians being killed. That means even our government, they've not placed premium on any life in this country until today. Nobody has said anything. Nobody has been arrested on that massacre. But that is not the problem. I am very certain, whether today or tomorrow or in 10 years to come, whether even in the grave of Buhari, we will dig up his cause. They will answer for what they did on the 20th of October 2020. Those who are involved, if they are alive when we will have the opportunity to prosecute them, we will make sure that we put them behind bars in iron cage where they will stay away from civilization all the days of their life. We will ensure that justice of 20th October 2020 will never be swept under the carpet. Right. Those who are involved, from Burutai to Sawolu to the government of Buhari and to the host of the leadership of APC, all of them who try to turn this narrative around that it was an IPOP movement, they will all go in for it, whether big or small. We will ensure that they are caged behind bars and they will answer for this atrocity, for killing young people and massacring them in cold blood. Until today, nothing has been done. We will ensure. It might just be a word of lips, or it might be that I'm saying something stupid because they're in power today. But I tell you, power is transient. A day will come when they will no longer be there, and we will now bring the full weight of the law of this country that they are joking with upon them, and there will not be any escape for anybody.
All right, thank you so much for your thought. Viewers, we encourage you to please call in for your comment and contributions. Now, let me quickly come to Honorable Chris. Are you satisfied with the way federal government or state government handled the protests?
I wouldn't say that I was satisfied by the way maybe federal government handled the issue of EndSARS. You know, EndSARS, I don't really talk about it because it's a very, very sensitive matter. And when a matter is under investigation by a government, as a person, you don't really need to talk about it. More especially, it's just like when a matter is in the court of law. You don't talk about it until when the matter is being resolved. Then you can make it, maybe make your input, or you criticize what they have done. I think for me, at that time, when this whole NSAS matter started, I was like, what is the issue of our youth talking about the NSAS matter and all those things like that? So I didn't want to say any word about it until one day I was briefed by a young man, because I was at that time very being careful to know whether if it was not a political sponsored something. You have to be careful when it comes to those issues. But when a young man briefed me and said, no, that they are trying to fight against the SARS brutality, police brutality to them and all those things, I say, oh, is that what you are really fighting? And when
Yeah,
he
so
said that,
hold on, Honorable, we have caller.
Yeah. Good morning. I
Good
am
morning.
Oye is a virgin.
Mm.
I am Oye is a virgin.
Yeah, Oyeze, you're welcome to the show.
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. You're welcome to the show. Please make your
Hello.
comment. We can hear you. Go
Okay, I'm
ahead.
calling from Enugu. Yeah. I want to speak on the NSAS issue.
Okay.
Thank God that today is the hello.
We can hear you. Go ahead.
Memorial for the loss of lives of our loved ones at the Lagos Lekki toll gate. By the special grace of God, I'm a survivor of that movement. By the special grace of God, it's also many coverage of particular they lost their life. I saw them before. We did our best. So, Dubai. But
All right. We
so
couldn't.
like I was saying, you know, when they briefed me about it, and I said, well, I have been a victim of police brutality. You understand? And then I said, see, maybe at this there may be a police and there may be a reform in the police. Like I remember in Port Harcourt when there was a time I was driving to somewhere, the SARS people stopped me and then they asked me, who are you, and all those things. In fact, when you see them, you are, first of all, if you know, if you are not clean, or you see that fear comes on you sometimes. Even sometimes when you are clean, you just feel, oh, maybe these guys are armed robbers who wants to, more especially when it comes to the night time. You understand? But if you are able to explain yourself and they search your car, I don't know of any other places, but I think I know of those in Port Harcourt. If you are able to explain yourself and then they search your car, you have no exhibit, no nothing, they will just let you go like that. But you know, there are some of them who wants to maybe be stubborn, they want to get something from you, they threaten to take you to their station and all those things like that. I was against it, you understand? I was really that, oh, these people, if our youth could stand up in this case and see how the police or the SARS can be reformed into this a better life and all those things. At least those people are also youth like us. They are also young people like us. Those police guys are also young people like us. They have family like us. So at the time, people said, oh, they don't need to see them again. Sometimes most of our family members are police. So are you trying to say, no, they should scrap police work and then these people should go? The thing is that I believe that they would have said, oh, the young people say, oh, remove these bad eggs in the police. And I know with that NSAS issue, a lot of these people have learned their lessons, because you now know that a touch to one youth is a touch to all youths. They can come against you without fear, without molestation or anything. But for me, you putting the blame on the government, I will blame the government somehow in certain areas, but at least for me, the government at that time was like helpless. At the time, they now said, oh, let us see how
And that
we
is
can.
why
No,
they
no,
killed people. They were helpless.
I am, listen to me. I am not saying that they should send anybody to kill. I wasn't there, so I wouldn't want to say, oh, whether there was killing or there was no, but there was some evidence.
Was SARS created
No, sir.
was SARS created to serve the people or serve government?
Sir,
If SARS was created to serve the people, and if the same people it was created to serve, they don't longer serve the people, and the people say we no longer want them. So because my brother is a member of SARS, I should say SARS should remain. You see, this is the problem. I told you earlier on that one of our problem in this country is tribalism, familiarity. Everybody wants to do Bukoye, because of my brother. Excuse me, sir. Today is a solemn day in our lives as members of SARS movement. No, sir, I will not allow you desecrate or dishonor the fallen. No, sir, I will not allow you, sir. You are desecrating. No, sir, you are dishonoring. No, sir, please, sir. You are dishonoring our fallen brethren. I will not allow you. I will not allow you to do that. You are dishonoring our fallen brethren. Please,
we have a caller.
If you have nothing to say, tell the anchor that on this matter you don't want to make a statement.
All right. We have a caller. We have a caller. Just hold on, gentlemen.
That I am in support of the brutality.
That is what you are doing.
Sorry, we have a caller, gentlemen.
And we're not happy.
Just hold on. We have a caller. Gentlemen.
Even the judicial committee that was set up to look into the issue were not satisfied with the compensations and every other judgment that was given through that period. One thing is certain that they've killed many youths, they've killed so many of us. We will make them understand that millions will rise up again to fight for the same thing we started. I'm so happy that what we stood for and fought for gave birth to the obedience. And I'm happy the result is so obvious. We are happy. So I want to tell and make the government understand that if people watch folk, because everything that has come was supposed to be a lesson. They are paying deaf ears.
All right, thank you so much.
You know, I was saying that for me at that time, I think the government, when I said government was being careful, is this, so that people would not hijack the protest, which some politicians were already trying to hijack the processes.
Why are you talking like this, sir?
Why are you talking like this, sir?
No, sir, you are offending me. You are offending me, sir. You are offending me. You are scared of, why can you say government is scared? They are more concerned about the protest being hijacked rather than being more concerned that an arm of the police is massacring and killing young people.
My brother,
what are you saying?
There was
this pain you people have inflicted on us. This pain you have inflicted on us. You will not escape it. FCC will not escape it.
Please. So are you telling me?
What are you saying?
Oh, that because
they are concerned about hijacking. What are you saying?
Are you telling me? Are you telling me?
I can't be patient with this man. It's annoying me.
Are you telling me? Oh, that because the police brutality, the young men in Nigeria, they stand up, say government, you have to do this, you have to do this. So for that reason, government should call all police men, all officers, both military, both SAS-men and everything, put them in a house and put fire on them, even the innocent ones.
You don't understand what one life is. You do not understand what one life is. Do you know what? Have you suffered the pain of losing a brother to police brutality? Have you suffered the pain of losing a child to police brutality? What are you saying? Listen to you for what? Stop calling me young man. You are just 2 years older than me. You are my 8th grade. Stop calling me young man.
I lost a brother.
You are 42 and 40. We are the same 8th grade. Stop calling me young man.
Listen, I lost a brother who is
that's a lie. Show us the evidence. You are lying.
Lawyer. By police brutality, and if
you did, you will not be saying this you are saying.
When the matter, I was so angry and I said, come, we have to follow, in Port Harcourt, we have to follow up that case. When they were saying, I said, we have to follow up that case, we need to go to court. Now, a young man came to me and said, see, Chris, don't involve yourself in that matter. I said, why wouldn't I involve myself? My brother was killed, that this is my cousin brother, he was killed, and because nobody is talking about it, I want to follow up the matter. Now, somebody came to tell me the way everything went, and I now discovered that this young man, it was his fault. As a lawyer, there are things you don't involve yourself. Somebody cannot come and say, oh, buy this phone from me. No matter how friendly this person is to you, he cannot say, buy this phone from me. And then you decided, no, I'm coming, sir.
I have never heard such a lame excuse before.
You decided to buy this phone without evidences that the police were tracing this phone, and then they came and discovered that this phone was a stolen phone.
That is the reason to kill him.
Listen.
Wait, that is the reason to kill him.
I'm coming.
Look at what this man is saying, you know.
This young
so
man,
because I stole, it's a reason to kill him.
Okay, this young man, they arrested him.
Oh my goodness.
You went to the SARS.
So
You went to the SARS, and when they arrested you, instead of you telling them, oh, this phone, you don't know whether if it was stolen or there was something somebody brought to you and all those things. And then you started raking with the police, and then the police said, no, you have to tell us the truth. There is evidences that this thing was a stolen item.
And that is the reason to kill the boy young man.
On the process of torturing this young man to tell them the truth, the young man gave.
Was it right to torture him?
I'm coming.
Was it right to torture? Listen, do you know what the law says? Do you know what the law says about someone?
I'm coming. Listen.
Someone that who gives the police the power to declare someone guilty when the person has not seen before a competent.
I'm having now is that this young man, maybe you have not entered into the hand of armed robbers.
Sir.
If you have entered the hand of armed robbers,
let me tell you something. Excuse me, sir.
You will not say this.
Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir.
They gave this man an evidence of this that this
Mr. Honorable,
and you did not say anything.
Honorable.
And the process, in fact, the police later came to us and said when all the evidences was out, the police came back to the family and said, oh, we are sorry that we didn't know that it is not because of anything. Maybe the guy was having issues that is that.
Honorable, please answer the honorable and listen to me. Honorable.
We requested for his corpse and it was given back to us.
Okay.
You understand?
All right.
So that does not mean that we should kill the innocent police.
Honorable.
Some innocent
okay,
police.
I agree with you.
Are you trying to tell me that?
I agree with you.
No, listen. Are you trying to tell me that if because there are bad eggs in the police, all the police officers should be killed?
Okay, let me answer you. You asked me a question. Let me answer you. No, he has asked me a question. Let me answer you very
good.
No, you asked me a question now. I have no problem. You have asked me.
I'm not supporting
excuse me, sir.
Young man was killed.
Excuse me, sir. You have answered. You have asked me a question. No problem.
I am one of the people who kick against the police brutality.
I agree with you.
One of the people who kicks against you.
I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you.
Supposed to kill our
I agree with you. I agree with you, but you just told a lie. You just told a lie. Here, if I were your dead brother, my spirit would be ashamed calling you a brother. That you are here justifying what gives a police officer the right to torture someone who you feel is a criminal. Has he stood before a court of competent jurisdiction for you to torture him? To say tell you the truth? No, take him to court. That is why they have trial process. He will face the trial process. And if the hold on, sir.
So are you
hold on, sir.
You see a criminal going to attack a bullion van, the police will just go and catch that.
But you told me that police caught my brother.
Take the person to court. My brother, why are you talking like this? We are all in this country.
I agree with you. You are the same thing like them. And you claim here that you claim here. No, hold on. You claim here that you are not here to speak. You have to speak against. You still claim here that you are here to speak. You are not here to speak against the answers. But all I can say,
I know where your grievance is.
Please,
you will join APC very soon.
Please, can I say something?
And you will speak. See, when I know this man, he will come to APC. When you are offered a ticket to run, you will want to come to APC to run.
The truth of the matter, hold on, sir. Please, 1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
Can I say
1 minute, sir. Please, 1 minute. 1 minute. The truth of the matter is that, do you know why you just said this thing you just said? You people feel that everybody is as gullible as you. But let me tell you, I am that 1% of people, or person. I am that 1% of Nigerians, that do not go for food to eat. I go.
Hello, we have
I live my life.
There are people who knows me.
There
are people who knows me. I am always
you are not.
Just
you are not.
We have a
you are not. You will join APC. You will still join APC. Join APC. Because I want position.
We want people
we have a corner.
I am a successful builder in this city and in Nigeria. My brother,
Nobody is not
my brother,
nobody that
my
is
brother,
not successful.
my brother, you know, because if you are telling me that I will just join APC, I'm joining them because I want to eat food or what?
No, I'm not telling you.
I'm
You
not.
will join us so that you
We have a caller.
I cannot join the gangs of immoral people.
Don't say
I can't be a
APC.
part of immoral people. What are you saying?
My brother,
We have a
APC,
caller. We have a caller. We have a
APC
caller.
what?
APC is a political party.
Honorable.
We have the good, the bad, and
You
the
call
ugly.
APC a party? Is this a party?
Come so that you
Is this
join
a party?
people like us.
Is this a party? You think you are good? You are good and you are saying all these things you are saying.
Hold
If you
on.
think you are good, you are deceiving yourself.
Hold on, we have a caller. Hello,
You are
welcome to
deceiving
the show.
yourself.
Abba, young man, your blood is
You will
hot.
still join us. You will still join us. Join you for what?
Hold on, please.
Join you for what?
We
That you are
want
what?
so that you come and tell
You don't
us
want
it's
this.
okay.
Listen
You don't
to the
want
caller,
me.
please.
You people are enough. If all
Yeah,
the
we
people
can
you
hear
have
you.
there cannot fix APC, then who will fix
Mr.
it?
Paul, please listen. Yeah, please go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, we can
We are
hear
not
you.
coming to talk of party politics.
Yeah. Please go ahead, make your comment.
Hello to you. Hello?
We can hear you, just speak up.
Okay, all right. What I want to say is that even though the police is supposed to be in charge of security all over Nigeria, but we must lose sight of the fact that there are some bad eggs in the police force.
That's it.
And as a result, the bad eggs in the police force are giving police force a bad name.
Bad name.
Therefore, with the NSAS thing that happened about 3 years ago, it was a call to order for government to realize that there are some things that are going on that are very bad and need to be corrected in the society.
That's it.
And when that thing came, if it had continued like that, there would have been a revolution in Nigeria. But thank God, everything was nipped in the bud. But be that as it may, we need to sit down. A society that is evolving over time, and these things will take time before it can be okay. Even in America, they still kill people. They torture people in America. They do a lot of these things. So we are not just saying that Nigeria is a bad egg among nations, but the fact remains that we need to reform ourselves, even from the home. It starts from the home. Understand me? We need to reform from the home down to the last person in government. It is a continuous process. We need to educate ourselves very well as Nigerians. Know our rights. A lot of us don't know our rights. And once you don't know your rights, the police will write you.
That's it.
You understand me? But if you know your rights, the police will calm down. They will listen to you. You understand me? So we need to educate our people. A lot of people are ignorant of the laws of this country. And as a result, it's affecting their legal rights in society. They can't even stand up for themselves. When they see police, they are afraid. You understand?
Right.
So as a result, we need to sit down and educate our people very well on their legal rights in the society. And we pray that these NSAS things will open a lot of things to the government so that the reforms can start to take place immediately. I know they abolished the NSAS program already, and they're going to set up a new unit in the police force. They should do it with responsible and reliable people that will make Nigerians proud in future. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Please, you will make your comment. I am the one asking questions. When I ask you questions, you respond. And this is not about Honorable Chris and Mr. Paul Obasi, right? It is a panel. We are discussing. We want to see the progress of Nigeria. And please, I want to plead with us to mind our language. And some of the things that you say about APC may not all APC are bad. I would like you to withdraw some of your statement of saying that they are cowards, of saying that, calling them names. Please, I understand the grievances you are passing through, but you know this is a faith-based station. There are certain things that we should not do, all right? Even if you are in Arise or channels, they will ask you to withdraw some of the comment. So I want you to calm down. I understand the anger, all right? So let's discuss responsibly.
Okay, sir. If it is on the withdrawal of the statements, I'm sorry I will not withdraw them, but I will calm down.
Okay.
Number one, we are here to discuss clearly about the NSAS massacre and in what the Buhari government and his party, the APC, did to young Nigerians who came to protest and just say SARS should be scrapped and they were massacred. On that note, what they have done was wicked. And if anybody tries to justify it or try to say that calling for the scrapping of SARS or calling that SARS should be ended is a problem, then that person has not been or has not gotten involved with these horrible people called SARS. You've not encountered them. If you encountered SARS, then you will not make the statement you're making. Now, that young man who just called, he in everything he said something that Nigerians should not be scared of the police. If for Nigerians to be scared of the police, don't you think there is a fundamental problem? If a child is always scared of his father, don't you think there is a fundamental problem? That the father is doing something that is very, very wrong. I was sleeping in my house by 7 a.m. A knock on my door. An estate house. I'm not just saying a standalone compound. Who are these people? SARS. That they want to search for gun in my house. Brought a kangaroo court order that wasn't signed. I said, hold on. You want to search for gun in this house? They said yes. I said, do you know who I am? They said they don't care, that they are here to search for gun. I said, let me see the court order first. I looked at it. I said, this court order wasn't signed. They said, it is none of their business, that this is a valid court order. I said, okay, no problem. I'm going to search you first before you come into my house to search. You didn't come to my house to search for Bible. You were here to search for God. I said, no problem. Now, you can imagine, this is me. This is me leading a quiet and peaceable life in the society. Then imagine an average Nigerian who has nobody or who does not know his rights within the law. You can imagine. And you are telling us that people who are members of this SARS, that are people's brothers, people's sisters, they're members of this. So because they're a member of the society, because they're people's children, we should allow them to continue in the name of authority, in the name of constitutional authority, to continue to perpetrate evil in the society. No, that should not be allowed. But like I earlier said, the reason why we're here is to remember the hundreds of Nigerian youth who were massacred by its government on the 20th of October 2020. That shouldn't have happened. It shouldn't have happened. And anybody who is trying to make reference that in America this and that, if you say they keep people in America, so because they keep people in America, we should begin to keep people here. Is that what you're saying?
All right.
Because of that.
All right.
So please,
let's move on.
Let me come in.
Before that,
Yeah.
let me quickly ask this question. Can you say there was impact of NSAS on the 2023 election? Do you see any impact of NSAS in 2023 election?
Yes, I will say that on the 2022 election, the impact, for me, you find out that during the election, I don't know of other units, like other states. Like in my state, I know that it was peaceful. I didn't see the police hijacking ballot buses and all those things like that. Like where I voted in my unit.
So which is your state?
I'm from Akwa Ibom State.
Akwa Ibom State,
yes.
Okay.
I'm from Eket. I was in Eket. I was in my village when election was conducted. In fact, we as a civilian, the police gave us a lot of protection. We were with the police. In fact, at the time, we have to order for food that everybody should eat. You understand? And then there was no kind of forcefulness that anybody should be maltreated to vote for any political party.
Okay, good morning once again. This is Chinyere from Abuja. I just want to lend my voice to what has been discussed on whether the NSAS protest had any impact on the 2023 election. In all honesty, it did. Yes, they tried to silence the youth in 2020, but they failed. Who would have thought that sitting governors will lose their seats? For the very first time we're having it in Nigeria. Who would have thought that House of Reps members were going to lose their seats? Senators will lose their seats. It was the impact of NSAS. And believe me, this is just a stepping stone, because we're soon going to have presidents losing their seats as a result of youths coming out to say no to corruption, no to brutality, no to all these incessant killings. Please, let's learn to tell ourselves the truth. Let us learn to tell ourselves the truth. The protest was peaceful until the government, brought in their thugs. Yes, I want to ask, what about the panel raised by the government? All the panels constituted by the government, what were the findings? We didn't see the government prosecuting anybody. So what happens to the killings? Our government kept denying nobody died. Amnesty International gave us figures. CNN gave us figures. Yet our government refused to agree that anybody died. I don't think that's the government being fair. On the other hand, we've had the talk of mass burial going on what was about to take place in Lagos. Who and who were they going to bury? The government needs to be sincere with people. We are Nigerians. We put them there. They need to be accountable to us.
All right. Thank you so much.
We will not forget 20th October 2020.
All
and
right.
I'll still lend my voice.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Soros, okay. All right.
So we are in the same page. Like I said, I don't know of other states, but like my state, at least the police, we are very careful because the youth took over everything to vote the candidate of their choice. And then the police, we are like being friendly with us, even those of the police who came out from the government house, because at that time I know that the governor, even if the governor is not my party member, releases even his police in the government house to go out and monitor the election. It was peaceful completely. There was no brutality. The police, we are happy with everybody. We ate together. At least what I'm saying is that at least the police, for once at that time, in my state, I don't know of other states, we are very careful of what they are doing so that the youth will not stand up against them, because at that time the youth were ready actually to vote for the candidate of their choice.
All right, thank you so much. Now let me come back to you. So what is your opinion on the continued denial of the federal government on regarding the dates of those that were killed during the NSAS protest?
I still maintain.
They continue to deny that nobody died.
I still maintain my statement that these people are gangs of liars, are gangs of dishonorable and immoral people. I keep saying it. The Lagos panel on this NSAS clearly stated it, that there was a massacre. Go and read the report of the panel. It was stated there in black and white that there was a massacre. But yet, this government and this group called APC, they keep denying it. I have told you, if you continue to think that there is any atom of morality in these people, then you are deceiving yourself. How can a government, how can a government that is being elected to protect and improve the life of people still the same life, and yet they are denying? They set up a panel. The Lagos Sanwo-Olu's government set up a panel to look into the matter, and the panel told him and all Nigerians that indeed there was a massacre. Yet they are denying what their own panel told them. You can imagine the height of immorality and dishonesty.
All right. Now, Honorable Chris, you have a message from a viewer, and it says, Honorable Chris, people have respect for you. Say no to evil. So I will take your advice. What is your advice to Nigerians and to the federal government?
Well, I think for me, this is a new government that has come. I've never heard President Bola Ahmed Tinubu coming to say, that there was no killing in the NSAS or there was killing.
He actually said so.
I'm coming, sir. I think, like I told you earlier, that I don't like involving myself when it comes to a matter that is under investigation. You understand? Like if you see that most of the people who were involved in the NSAS matter, most of them has been appointed into into President Bola Tinubu's government. Are you getting me now?
Yeah.
Now, I think for me, it is a best opportunity because they understand the pains of the youth. They understand what the youths out there are going through. I think that is the reason why the president must have said, okay, since you understand this thing better than I do, and that's why I'm appointing you to come, so that we can put our heads together.
The Minister of
really,
Communication and Digital Economy.
Yes, I didn't want to mention his name. That's where I was actually.
He is an active member of the NSAS.
So I think.
He's part of the government.
Yeah, so now that he's part of the government, he can advise the president better. The president, this is the reason why we actually went to the street to do this. This is the reason. So the president, this is what you will do to calm the situation and make everybody happy with this your government. And I believe the president just came in. We should just give the president time and give our contribution and tell the president we should pass. See, my brother, there is one thing I believe, that I can meet whosoever I want to meet at any time.
So what is your advice to the youth or even citizens?
Yes, the youth, I will advise the youth that we should be part and parcel of the government. We should take our contribution. If you know you cannot even reach the president, you can write. Send a mail to the president. You can write a letter and send to the president if you feel that you cannot. There are media stations, even on social media. You can bring your advice and tell the president, this is, or the government, this is how things needs to be done. This is how it needs to be done. And your advice should be taken. It is not until we fight, until we go to the street to destroy things. When you destroy all those government properties that they have put in place, you are also trying to say, government, we don't want this thing that you have provided for us.
So, over to you, Mr. Paul Smith Obasi. Your advice to the Nigerian youth and government.
I want to say to the Nigerian youth, do not give into despair. What happened on October 2020 will not go unpunished. Those who are involved, we will get them and bring them to justice. It might not be today, it might be 10 years from today, it might be 20 years. But I guarantee you that whoever among them that is alive by that time, we will ensure that they are caged behind bars, away from civilization, and be brought to justice. Even the ones that have been buried now, we will dig up their bones and ensure that justice is served. Because we will not allow young, promising Nigerians to die in vain, be massacred in vain. We will not allow it. Do not give in to despair. Don't lose hope. Do not think that injustice will continue to reign in Nigeria. No, a day will come where justice will be the order of the day in this country. And to the government, we know who you people are. We do not expect anything from you. So we are not surprised at what you do or whoever you give appointment or whoever comes to you. No, we cannot be taken unaware with your gimmicks and deception. We know you. We know what you are. The only time we begin to believe in governance in this country is when cruel people like you people leave or vacate the corridors of powers. That is the only time we can begin to say, yes, development and progress has come to this country. We have nothing to say to you because from day one you do not listen. Because if you listen, as little as answers, you would have listened.
All right, thank you so much. Viewers, we want to thank Honorable Paul and Honorable
Chris. My brother.
Thank you so much for coming. You made it lively.
Yeah, I really want him to be part of us.
Never. It can never happen. It can never happen.
I want to woo you into
not even in my grave.
Bring this your energy.
Bring
your energy to our party.
Not even in my grave. It can never happen.
Bring your energy to our party.
Viewers, what has been said by our guests is their opinion. It is not the opinion of the ACNNTV. Please take note of that. Thank you for allowing us a little of your day. Let's continue to pray for a better Nigeria. Also remember, God is our protector. Therefore, put your trust in him. Till we come your way again, same time, same station next week. I'm Smart Simon, and do have a wonderful day, and bye.